What's going on, FG fan? Welcome to the second episode of the Franquicia Flyguys Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14, the college football revamped mod. We got a lot of great games in week number one. We are simming through week number one. We do not have a game in the first week of the season, so we will take a look at some other games. The Chick-fil-A kickoff game features Alabama, number 6. And you can see a big run there. Bryce Young, the new quarterback for them. Here's Young, and he's going to go down after a really great run to get them into West Virginia territory. West Virginia's defense holds for a field goal. So here on West Virginia's offense, look at this, running over the defender. A very nice play for the offense. Now on 3rd and 6, they're going to try to run this football. Not going to get there, so a tie ball game at 3 after a field goal. That is good. And still in the first half here, Young is intercepted by this West Virginia defense. They have been playing well. Chick-fil-A kickoff, you would expect Alabama to just run away with this, but look at this interception, just absolutely aware football. That would lead to another West Virginia field goal here with 2:09 left in the half. That is a great throw to the back of the end zone, and West Virginia will take the 10-point lead at 13-3. Nearing the end of this first half, Young looking to get some points on the board. He's going to take off and run with it and slide down inside the 30. Can Alabama get some points here before the half? They do. They get a field goal. We go into the third quarter. Third quarter almost over. What a throw, though, right past the Alabama corners. Absolutely nobody in the secondary home on that one. It's a 20-6 lead for West Virginia. Upset alert here. Can Bryce Young bring this Alabama team back? Not if he's throwing picks like that. That's a couple of picks here for Bryce Young in this game. It's a 23-6 game. Bryce Young would get a touchdown later on in the back right-hand corner of the end zone. Alabama makes it a little closer, but it's a 23-13 victory in favor of West Virginia. They go into Bama, into Tuscaloosa, and get a win. So looking at the week one games in the Sun Belt, some interesting ones here. We will be taking a look at the Air Force and Georgia State game. Georgia State at home to host Air Force at the Center Park Credit Union Stadium. That is quite a mouthful. And we get a scoreboard glitch here at the beginning. There's, of course, glitches all throughout NCAA. It is an EA game after all. There's a nice throw, though, and a step out of bounds that would set up this 3rd and goal where Air Force would not get into the end zone. So a 4th and goal, and they're going to go for it. Here's the screen and a stuff by the Georgia State defense, so still knotted up at 0. Scoreless in this second quarter. Kyle Patterson with a nice 12-yard catch as Air Force threatens again. Here on 3rd and 2, and it is thrown into the end zone and nearly intercepted. It will force a field goal. Could have prevented anything from getting scored. Here's a nice throw by the Georgia State quarterback, and they are looking to get some points on the board. Left side throw, that one's caught. Ooh, incomplete. Nice hit. Cornelius Brown on that play. Here's a big throw for Air Force after the tie, and what a bomb by Zeke Daniels. 12 of 15, and he is just playing really well. There's a nice play and a nice run for Brad Roberts. Air Force starting to take over this football game, as they should have done earlier in the game, to be honest with you. They were held a couple of times by the Georgia State defense down by the goal line, but here a throw across the middle. It's not going to pick up a first down for Cormier, and they would accept another field goal to take a 10-point lead late in this ball game. 3:17 to go. Could Georgia State maybe mount a comeback? Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted, but it is a turnover on downs anyway. TJ Love with the deflection. Zeke Daniels, player of the game. He played very well for Air Force, and they get a 13-3 win on the road at Georgia State. So they're a Sun Belt team will fall. So we take a look at week number 2 after getting through week number 1. Florida and Oklahoma is a big game in the top 25. That's number 3 at number 2. We will definitely be taking a look at that one. Alabama gets a chance to rebound as they will play Florida Atlantic. Pitt and Arizona State is a pretty good ranked matchup, 22-10. Somebody brought up in the intro episode that it would be cool if I had you guys vote on the games to watch, which would be great if I didn't record so far ahead. We are going to Oklahoma, to the Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. There we go, Oklahoma and Spencer Rattler. And he's going to start with a handoff here on 4th and 7, and Kennedy Brooks gets nowhere near it. So Oklahoma's aggression does not pay off. Here's Oklahoma later on a 3rd and 19. Rattler unloads, and it is intercepted. The Gator defense strong here to start this ball game. And a turnover for Spencer Rattler and OU. Florida trying to take advantage of that. Here's Emory Jones. He's got nowhere to go with the football. He's going to take off and run into the end zone for a 6-yard TD run. Florida goes up 7-zip. So Oklahoma with it here in the 3rd quarter. Very low-scoring ball game, and Rattler hits his receiver Mario Williams on a 21-yard play. That'll get them into enemy territory, and they're threatening here against Florida. They're going to go for a field goal on 4th and 4. It is up and in, so at least Oklahoma on the board here in this tight ball game. You need every point you can get. Emory Jones with a deep throw right side. What a grab by Justin Shorter. That would lead to a Florida field goal. They once again lead by 7, and Oklahoma on another 4th down is absolutely stuffed. But here's Rattler later on with 1:25 to go in the game, and he hits the big throw down the middle of the field. Spencer Rattler looking to make a comeback here for OU. They tie the ball game at 10. I know there's a lot of Rattler haters out there. Let me know in the comments section. Here's Emory Jones on 2nd and 11. He loses the football. Oklahoma takes over in Florida territory with 1:03 to go. What an absolutely big play here as Redmond converging on the tackle. And Emory Jones looks like he might have been down. I don't really know there from that replay, but it stays with Oklahoma, and they would end up kicking a field goal with 39 seconds left. Florida with just 18 seconds. It's got to be a Hail Mary on 4th and 6. Emory Jones can't even get a pass off. He was 11 of 14 for 118. It's Brian Asamoah who's the player of the game, and man, did he have a heck of a game as Oklahoma gets the win at home against Florida in a late comeback. 13-10. So number 2 taking out number 3 in that one. And we move forth to the Sun Belt games. Obviously, Franquicia has a game against Coastal Carolina that we obviously are going to be playing. And then taking a look at some of the other games here, Duke at Troy appears to be that game that is playing at the same time as us, so we will get highlights during and after that game to coincide with our ball game. Georgia State plays Washington. Louisiana and Boise is probably a game we'll look at afterwards, but we go to Brooks Stadium where Coastal Carolina taking on RFU, Franquicia Flyguys. Here's Stephen Wright. He's going to throw right side. De La Cruz, Antonio De La Cruz, fumbles it out of bounds, but he has an 11-yard gain. Here on 3rd and 4, over to Campbell, and he will drop it. So Steve Wright, 1 of 3 in the first possession. So here goes Coastal Carolina with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Reese White, 13-yard touchdown run. Coastal takes a 7-0 lead. Stephen Wright on that next possession, hit and loses the football. It is Wooden who recovers for Coastal. They get the ball right away. Here goes Reese White again. Nobody on the edge, and he will score a 14-yard touchdown run. Later on, it's Grayson McCall who will score on the QB sneak. in this second quarter. It's already 21-0. We knew it was going to be bad. This team's not very good. Steve Wright could not make the good throw on the one-on-one, so Trey Douglas with the deflection. Here goes Hall up the middle, and Leroy Hall with a 10-yard run. He's got 9 runs for 43 yards. Here's Wright again. He's looking to throw right side, and not an accurate throw. Tobias Fletcher is able to get to it and deflect it. So here on the ensuing punt, with 6 seconds to go in the half. Here goes Bennett, left side. Bennett across the 40, across the 30, the 20. No, you're kidding. A touchdown for Coastal Carolina. Braden Bennett, 70-yard punt return takes us into the half. It's 28-0. Coastal Carolina. We'll be back for the halftime report. And we are back. It is Troy and Duke. We'll take a look at their first half highlights. Right side throw. Duke intercepts this. This is coming across the 40. And can Duke do anything with the football? They're going to attempt a pretty long field goal here by college standards, like a 48-49 yarder. It is no good. So Troy takes back over with the football. They've got a chance here. 2nd and 2. That's a nice throw across the middle, setting up a 1st and 10. So Troy maybe could get some points on the board here in the second quarter. 3rd and goal for Troy. They're going to take the designed quarterback run. He gets to the 1-yard line. It's a 4th and goal. Troy's going to go for it. Some aggression here from the old ball coach, and he gets the touchdown. It is Billingsley who will score. And now Troy later on in the half here with a chance to get some more points on the board. That is a deep throw up the middle. That'll get him into enemy territory. So now the last play of the half, they're actually going to throw the football here. Why not kick the field goal? Time runs out on them, but it's a 7-0 lead for Troy at halftime. We will get back onto the field here at Coastal Carolina. It is McCall. He's going to run with it. Grayson McCall goes left side inside the 10-5 touchdown. Grayson McCall, 43 yards to open the half. And later on, it is Reese White here in the 3rd. He will score on an 8-yard touchdown run. Obviously, we do not expect this team to play well year number 1. The transfers can't even play yet. Xavier Edwards with a nice 17-yard catch, though. Here's Steve Wright just trying to get some game experience, and there's Mark Jackson with a nice 28-yard catch down the right side. So, hey, maybe some points on the board here for Franquicia. 3rd and 2, they get to Wright. Look at that, the entire convoy was there. But the kick is good by the lefty kicker, 45-3, so not a shutout here for the Fly Guys. There goes Reese White down the left side, inside the 20 before he's finally brought down around the 14 with a 39-yard run. He will finish it off later in the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run, a 52-3 ball game. So last play or two here for Franquicia, and Steve Wright misses a wide-open receiver. Manny Stokes in the coverage, and that's going to do it here in Coastal Carolina on the road. Reese White with 188 yards, 4 touchdowns, and another 38 through the air receiving. So Coastal Carolina with a 52-3 blowout. Absolutely disappointed, but you know, you have to come to expect that in year number 1. Steve Wright went 7 of 22 for 118 yards, 1 pick. He was sacked 5 times. Leroy Hall, actually a 4-yard a carry average. If we weren't down by like 100 points in the first quarter, we probably would have ran the ball a little bit more because we had some decent success doing it. Moore with 50 yards. Jackson had a 28-yard catch. Edwards had a 17-yard catch. Not so much big receiving totals, obviously. We're not an offensive football team. No sacks on the day. An interception for Brian Rogers was nice to see. So at least somebody getting on the stat sheets with something good. As far as kicking, Eric Miller, heck of a kick. He made a field goal. He had the only points of the game. Now let's see the ending to the Troy-Duke ball game. There's Duke on 3rd and 8 in the third quarter. They do not get to the first down marker, leaving a 4th and 1. Troy's defense does a good job. Can Duke get on the board with a field goal here It is a long kick, and it is good. What a kick by the Duke kicker. So Troy here with a drive, 3rd and 11. Going to throw right side, and that is intercepted. Duke with the football across the 30. Can't bring him down. He's across the 10, 5, and a pick 6 for Duke. They scored the first 10 points of the second half, and they'll take a 3-point lead. Here goes Troy on 4th down, and that is the play you chose? A running play? It actually worked for him. They pick up a first down. Here's 3rd and 6, and that didn't look like he picked up a first down there, but look at this. A face mask against the Duke defense, and it will keep the drive alive. All the way to the 19-yard line goes Troy. Later on, they'd have a 3rd and 5. And here's the throw across the middle. That one is caught, but not a first down. Will Troy elect to tie it, or do they get aggressive again? They're going to elect to tie it after a false start penalty, and the kick is up and good. So a 10-all ball game. This is a good one here in Troy. 1:52 remaining in the game. An incomplete pass for Duke will get Troy the ball back here with a chance to get this comeback win after going down 10-7. And under pressure on 4th down. Well, on 3rd down to make a 4th and 18, they would have to punt it away. Here's Duke's last chance. A 3rd and 17. Huge throw. And it will fall to the ground incomplete. We are going to overtime in Troy. So in OT, tied at 10. Here's Duke with the first possession. A 3rd and 8 for them. Throws right side into the end zone. It's off the hands of the intended target. So they would have to take the field goal. Troy with the opportunity to win it. 3rd and goal. Touchdown throw by Troy. And that would get the job done. Luke Whitmore with the touchdown catch, the game winner. And Troy will get the home win. There's a Sun Belt team who actually won a game. Big matchup for week number 2. Biggest matchup. Number 1, Clemson. At number 5, Georgia. DJ Ukulele, as I like to call him. That is an incompletion in the back of the end zone. So on a 3rd and 5 here, a screen attempt. Will Shipley goes nowhere on the catch. Clemson takes a 3-0 lead after a made field goal, but we're in the 4th quarter already. Here's the throw left side. Nice stiff arm. Picks up the first down. Dominic Blaylock looking good. Here on 3rd and 6, the defense gets to JT Daniels. He goes down. That's Ruke Orahoro. That's the best I got. A game-tying field goal attempt is good for Georgia. We got a game tied at 3. 3:26 to go in the ball game. DJ Ukulele taking the ball, running right side, getting by defenders, stiff-arming, and finally brought down after a gain of 26 inside the 15-yard line. Ukulele with 49 yards rushing to this point. A 3rd and 6 thrown through the back of the end zone. No good. He's only got 42 yards passing. He's got more rushing yards, but the field goal's good. Clemson takes the lead. JT Daniels goes down. Oh, no, that's Brock Vandegrift. Daniels had gotten hurt right before that play. So it is a 3rd and 7 for Clemson after they get the ball back. Here's the throw left side. It is complete to Justin Ross for 21 and a touchdown. Tyler Davis is your player of the game. And Clemson ends up with a 13-3 victory on the road at Georgia. So the number 1 team, the rich stays rich. And we will look at the top 25 scores for the week. Alabama with a 42-14 win, so a nice bounce-back game for them. Auburn kills Kansas State. They'll probably be dropping out of the rankings relatively soon if they're going to play like that. USC gets a win over Boston College. Notre Dame holding off Stanford in their rivalry game. NC State gets a win. Miami over Michigan. Ohio State with a kill win against Va Tech. So there's your week 2 top 25 scores. As far as the Sun Belt, Georgia Southern gets a Sun Belt win. South Alabama wins for our conference as well. FCS beating ULM, not a good look for them. Texas State beats an FCS school. Western Michigan over App State. Washington takes out Georgia State. So that'll do it for the scores this week. Guys, Thank you so much for supporting this series. If it's something you want to see more often, I need you guys to drop likes on the video. If you made it to the end of the video, you are a legend, so I want you to put GOAT in the comment section so that I know you made it to the end of this video. Make sure you check out the description below for links to the Discord and the Twitch so that you can join this great community outside of YouTube and just hang out with the guys. We always have a great time. Come check me out live over on Twitch. I do weekly shows talking all about football with my friends over on Twitch every Wednesday, so that's something you don't want to miss as well. And if you want to see more franchise, make sure you click right here to see some more franchise and Dynasty content.